in many cases, neurons utilize trip channels to perceive their environments in order to detect these either noxious stimuli or non-painful stimuli. So we've been very interested in this subset of trip channels called TRPV ion channels that share the feature that they can be activated by increases in temperature. They're essentially like little molecular thermometers. Ion channel protein is this protein that's sitting in the plasma membrane of a cell that, when it's triggered to open, allows ions like sodium and calcium to come flowing into the cell. And that can have different effects, but one of the things that it tends to do in neurons is it tends to activate these neurons and causes them to fire. So if you put your hand on a hot stovetop, one or more of these channels are turned on, and that causes you to perceive pain. But it's also a receptor for capsaicin, this pungent ingredient in chili peppers. When we bite into a chili pepper, our mouth feels hot. It's the same perception as a burning perception. And so we've been interested in understanding which of these trip channels are performing which functions in sensing pain. And also, we've been interested in what other functions they might have, either in neurons or non-neuronal cells. Pain is a very difficult clinical problem to deal with. There are a lot of patients who suffer from chronic pain that simply does not respond to the kinds of drugs and the kinds of treatments that are out there right now. Basically, over the last 100 years, our arsenal of drugs for treating pain hasn't changed very much. So the more that we understand about the fundamental mechanisms by which pain is perceived, the better likelihood we have of being able to develop better ways of treating chronic pain in patients.